What is up, guys? This is Kay, and today we'll be doing a quick review of the full armor Gundam from Robot Damashii's anime line. This was a commissioned project for Zach, one of my good friends that I met recently. And yeah, so let's go ahead and do the review. So just to set expectations, guys, what I'm about to do is I'll just be doing a quick review. So there's things that I'm not gonna do, but I'll still, try my best to review them as much as I can. So yeah, so let's go ahead and proceed with the accessories, because this guy has a lot. So let's go ahead and start with that one. So one of the accessories that that this thing comes with is the armor parts. So as you can see, these are the armor parts, and I have repainted some of them. As you can see, like I added gray parts here and there. I added brown lining on the green parts also, and I added silver on this one. On the twin cannons, I actually repainted the barrels to light gray and then added some brown lines on there. So those were the major changes that I did on the Gundam, and those are just the armor parts. So he also comes with the basic stuff that the regular RX-782 has. So this is the first tray of accessories. Let's move forward to the second tray of accessories. So this is the second tray of accessories. So again, like you see here, this thing has quite a lot of accessories, which I personally like. So he comes with the standard RX-782 shield, bazooka, beam rifle, which I will show you guys the things that I added on the figure, and then the hands. I have repainted some of them. It's been raining all week, so I actually missed painting this part right here. So, but all of the hands were painted. I added green on the backhand plates. So just to remove that 80s look or 80s mecha style look on the hands. He also has some interesting set of effect parts for missiles. So these things go on the armor's chest piece and knee pieces. Aside from that, this is my most favorite accessory. Is actually this. This is the V-fin that's firing the Vulcans for the head. Now, I kind of wish all of the Gundams or all of the units that they release has this specific part, because most of the units in the Gundam universe have Vulcans on their heads. So it would be nice if they add this as a mandatory or as a required accessory, like how they do the beam saber effects. So it's actually good if they add this in the future to every figure that they release. So those are the accessories, and I'm gonna go ahead and review the figure's articulation. So we're going back to the articulation, and honestly, this figure looks really good. This figure looks really good if you like TV accuracy. I mean, it's not that accurate, but it's pretty close, and I guess that's the main feature of this thing. But personally, though, I'm not a fan of this design, mainly because I just think it's overhyped, and the articulation is good, but not to a point where it passes, and I don't know, it's just not on par with my standards. So I mean, it's good, it's a good figure, don't get me wrong. It's just that I don't personally like the figure. Alright, so moving forward, let's start with the articulation. First off, the annoying part is the head. This thing pops easily. There you go, just like that. And it's gonna pop every now and then. I just don't know why they did it, but it's there, it pops off, and I would highly recommend to just glue this piece in. I mean, I don't see the point of why it needs to pop out when there's no option parts to replace it. So yeah, so going back, the head can move up that far, so he can look up really far. It's mainly because of the hinge feature on the back of the head So as you can see, it's really nice. That's one of the things that I like on this figure. And then it can go 360, just like so. And it's on a ball joint, so it can see just like that. I tried rotating it and it pops off. It has an interesting butterfly joint, if I remember correctly. There you go. So it has that very minimal butterfly joint. Not that impressive if you ask me. There you go, very minimal. And then the armor collapses in. I don't know why they did that, but that looks pretty strange to me. So, but yeah, it does that. What else? The ab crunch is very minimal. You can barely see that ab crunch, which I don't know. This is most of the ab crunches that you can see on robot Damashii figures, which it doesn't really make sense why they added it. But why would you add something that's not even barely there? I don't know, I'm just ranting right now, but the ab crunch is really stupid. So you can't really get any dynamic poses with ab crunches like this. So for the most part, this thing will look awkward in action poses. It can do some, but there's some poses where it looks stiff and awkward. It's mainly because of that ab crunch. So yeah, I'm just ranting at the moment, but let's move on. So that's the ab crunch, which is not really there, but it can go side to side. So there you go. You can see that he can do that also. It has a bicep swivel, and then the arm has a good bend, 180. The forearm here can also rotate, which is interesting, but I don't get the point why they did that. I mean, what's the point? Like, I don't see the point of this when this one can already rotate, because it will do the same thing. If you do that, it's also doing the same thing as that. And then if it's bent, like if you move it like this thing looks weird. I don't get that. I never understood that. But anyway, again, I'm just ranting at the moment, because again, this is an overhyped figure that I don't personally like. It's all right. Let's move on. So the wrist it's on a ball hinge, so it can move up and down like that, and then it can rotate 360 and it will wiggle around. The torso, he can do a body copter. I mean, yeah. And then the skirts are on a ball joint, so it can move up that far. Side skirts can move up a little bit. There you go. Back skirts is stable at that. It's on a fixed position, so you can't really move anything. The clip on the back piece here, I know this can move. I just don't know how to move it. There, let's see. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. There you go. So this, oh my god, that was hard. So this can move up, and you can open this up, revealing a socket, and you can plug in the Hyper Bazooka connection with the attachment that goes onto this connection here. You can close that out. Son of a bitch, that was super hard to open up. All right, so let's move up the front skirts and move on to the leg articulation. So for the leg, it has a thigh swivel here. Really something I really like. Gotta love thigh swivels. The leg can move up that far, so really cool. The splits, he can go about that far, which is not that bad. It's really good. I mean, you don't need it to have full splits as long as it can do wide stances. What else can we do here? The knee can bend that far, which is interesting because it collapses, or the armor piece separates. There you go, when you bend it. So that's cool. There you go. Now, aside from that, the foot guard, or the foot armor here, or the ankle armor, just swivels up and down, or moves up and down. nothing really fancy there. The foot articulation has an ankle pivot. There you go. It can move up, move down that far, move forward really far, and then you can see it has a separate foot connection here. For the feet, I repainted the bottom of the feet. It's all green when you get this, so I added gray and silver and black just to separate it. One of the additional things that I added is this piece here. I added gray paint apps on the socket. The hands are also repainted. What else did I add here? That is it. Yeah, oh, silver on the backpack here, and yeah, that is it. So that's the overall articulation of the figure. Now, since I'll be reviewing some of the accessories or the armor parts, I won't be snapping them on, but I will review some of the weapons that he comes with. So first, he comes with the standard hyper bazooka. Now, on this part, I repainted this one to white just to make it stand out. I added brown lining on the green parts and the dark parts. This fins right here, I repainted silver, and then the rockets I repainted to red. I'm not sure if you can see that, but red, and then I added black on the middle. So just to, you know, add detail on the figure. So this is the hyper bazooka. Next is the shield. So this is the shield with an EF/SF or Earth Federation decal. There's two exposed sockets in here, which I sealed because it's bothering me a lot. Like, I don't understand why they added the sockets and don't have any feature at all. I think the effect parts come into play, like the blast parts. I'm not exactly sure, but if you don't have that, I would highly recommend to seal it. Like what I did, I super glued these things right here, these gray pieces, to just seal it off, and it looks actually better in my opinion. So I added brown lining on the parts, or on the light gray parts and the green parts, so it looks better. And I like how it's actually painted in orange, not yellow, that I super hate. So this is the shield, and we can actually snap this on while we have you here. While I have you here. There you go. So you snap this connection piece here, plug it here. Just like so. There you go. So the next thing that we will be reviewing, or you know what, while I have you here, this is the connection piece for the bazooka. So this goes in here, just like that, and then it's ready to be pegged on to this son of a bitch. I hate this. There you go. Oh my gosh. Alright, so this will peg on to this piece right here. There you go. Oh, you know what? I think I did it wrong. It's not even, so I'm gonna assume. Fuck, that's hard. I hate it. I hate that. So I think it's gonna be here. I'm gonna assume it's there. So there you go. There you go. That's much better. That's more even. So that's how you connect the bazooka onto the shield. So now, the last one of the pieces that we need to swap is the beam rifle. Alright, so this is the beam rifle. Now, this was molded on a different shade of gray, which I didn't like. So I fully repainted the beam rifle and added some additional paint apps to make it look more, or much better. So I added light gray and silver here, silver on this part, light gray with brown lining on this piece, or on the scope. I added decals. I repainted the scope to orange, and that is it. It looks way better and much more detailed, so it doesn't look like a toy, if you ask me, with the color separation added. So the way we do this is that we swap the arm, or the hand with the trigger hand, and we will remove a piece here and swap it like that. There you go. So he has it right now. So we'll just make him do a good pose. There you go. A decent standing pose. There you go. So that looks way better. Now he has other parts too. He has these things right here. Let's see, there you go. So he has this, which is something I wouldn't really use, but he has that. He has the standard beam saber if you want to equip that, and then you can swap the V-fins easily and then swap this out with these things right here, and it's super cool. This is my most favorite accessory, to be honest with you. And then he has these booster effects to go with either the backpack or the feet. So you just peg that in. As far as I know, there you go. You can peg that in. You can do two. So it's really up to you. You can do that on the backpack or on the feet, as far as I know. Let's see if this would work. Yeah, there's a hole in here, so that should work. There you go. So you have those two options. There you go. But again, I'm not gonna use it. So I'm mainly focused on the figure. And then the cool thing about this figure is that he comes with effect parts. So these effect parts is mainly for the armor pieces, which is like, say, one for the knee. If I can remove the Gundam here. So he comes with these things right here. I'm not sure. Oh, nope, I'm wrong. So basically, as far as I know, does it go like this? I think so. I can't remember, but that's the way you do it though. So you either do that, you can do that, or I think this goes to the to this piece right here. So you open this piece and then you just slide this in. So it kind of looks like he's firing those missiles, which is super cool. Something, yeah, people would appreciate, since, you know, they can't Photoshop or they just want effect parts to go with their figure. So aside from that, he comes with the Bazooka effect piece here. There you go. So this one also just plugs in on the thing here. I don't know how he can reach it, but I don't know, it doesn't reach it though. Just weird. Unless I'm missing something here. I don't think so. But yeah. So this one should plug in on the thing here. I just don't know how to reach that because it's too far. It's too far, it falls off. I don't think I'm missing anything, so yeah, but that's normally the idea of it, I guess. There you go. And then what else? So he comes with the standard beam sabers, and then you also have this piece right here, which is the unfired missiles. So basically you just open this up again and just slide this in. There you go, which is super nice. I can't remove it. I'll remove it later. And one of the things that I forgot to mention is the cannon. So this is the shoulder cannon. There you go. This is the shoulder cannon. Again, I repainted the cannon here. I didn't like the shade of gray that it came with out of the box, so I repainted the cannon and I added green paint apps on the area or the other sections because it looks so plain when you have this out of the box. So it looks much more convincing, or I honestly like this better than how it was out of the box. So there we go. So that's my review of the full armor RX-78-2 or full armor Gundam. This is from the anime side of things. So as a figure, I would rate this a 5. So I'll give it a 5. It's mainly because it's super affordable. It comes with a lot of accessories. It's super playable. So speaking in general, I think this guy deserves a 5. I understand, you know, I'm giving it a lot of hate because I really hate this figure personally, but as a figure though, he is really good. So 5 for this guy, but it's not something I would buy. I would highly recommend it though if you want a decent looking RX-782 figure that has the anime look. So I would recommend this, but if TV accuracy isn't your thing, then there's lots of other options that you can get. There's lots of RX-782 figures out there, so you can always get those. But this is a super cool figure. I just don't like it. So yeah, there we go. So thank you again, Zach, for providing me content again with this commissioned projects. So I truly appreciate it. So that's my review of the Robot Damashii Full Armor Gundam. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video.